Welcome to Stories from the Center of the Universe, the podcast about the human experience.
All right, it's NFL Week 16's coming up. Thursday night's the beginning of it. We're going to talk about the usual stuff, I think. I don't think there's anything special to talk about other than the fact that we're in person again because Zach drove 8+ hours to get here a few days ago to see his family for the holidays, and Zach unfortunately has to work 12 hours on Christmas Day this year, but he is here with us tonight, driving back to New York tomorrow, so I'm happy to have him here. I know Rob and Jack are excited to see Zach.
Very much so.
As well. All right, Zach, hit us with the post-Week 15 prediction records, and this is by
You want to
percentage.
get to Week 15 by itself first?
Yeah, let's do Week 15 by itself first. That's a good point.
All right. Rob had 7, Jack had 8, and then you and I tied for 10.
Daggone right we did. It's my best week yet.
That doesn't do much, though, for the combined rankings.
There's no coming back. The season needs to be 28 weeks
Yeah.
long if I want to have a chance.
Rob and Jack are in first.
Oh, that's the tie?
They're tied at 61%.
Is there any chance we can catch them? At least one of us can catch them?
If they miss every single one, maybe.
Stop. That's not good.
I'm at 57, and then you're at 54.
I don't know why you're making that face when you say 54.
I'm not making any face.
All right, that's not bad. Oh, boy. All right, hold on. I'm going to stop real quick.
All right.
Probably, I'm guessing.
There's no coming back.
So
But-
I have to move 4% better, which means I'd have to go almost perfect, and then Rob and Jack would have to miss like 90%
So
of
you
the
got to go
games.
7%.
No, you guys come back.
Oh, okay.
You drop your 61 to 57 and a half,
and you
I
go
pick
to
up
58.
4. Yeah,
I got you. Okay. Good
yeah,
luck.
Yeah, it's not happening. We're too deep into the season. All right, here we go.
Next year,
with,
it would be changed if we'd started from the beginning. I'm sure it would be much more even. So
I'm sure we'd be even farther behind. I mean, if y'all bet the money line on all these picks,
we'll have a full season next year.
I mean, 60%, Jack, you tell me, 60% money line accuracy?
You'd be making
I would probably
some
say
money.
it's better than most.
Better than most, and we're taking, we have to eat picks.
Yeah.
So if
Right.
you weren't eating picks, you guys would probably be in the mid to high 60s.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. All right, good times.
We'd probably all be a little bit better if we didn't have to eat them.
Fair enough. All
But I
right,
like that. That's fun.
there's a lot of games to skip, and I hate to do this to you, Rob and Jack, but the first game of the week was, can I quote you, Zach? This isn't a quote. This is paraphrasing. You can correct me where I'm wrong, but I think you said you were mad during the entire game.
I said something along the lines of that was the angriest I've ever been, like in the last 5
The
years.
height
at
of your anger
Tampa
watching a
football
Tampa game, you've reached a new level.
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
since the Jameis years.
Yeah, I kept hearing people say, "Oh, they were up 28-14 with 10 minutes left." I think we were up 14 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds right before they got that first touchdown, and they missed the 2-point conversion. I'm like, okay, that's good for us. They get another touchdown pretty quickly because I think we punted, but between touchdowns.
Yeah, it was like second and long, and we tried to pass, and it was third and long, and we tried to pass, and that was the second and long, I think, where Baker just missed Ibuka, who could have gone for like 20+ yards.
That's the second week in a row he's completely
Yeah.
missed him.
Yeah.
It was a bad
Yeah.
miss. It was way too far.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
And what was the other one? Wasn't there another one where he basically had a touchdown and Ibuka could have made the catch, but it was like really high and behind
That was,
him? Or
that was against the Saints 2
Yeah,
weeks
that was a
ago.
couple weeks
Oh,
ago.
sorry.
But same quarterback, same receiver,
yeah.
same bad team, basically.
So we gave them 3 scores in under 4 minutes. And it's a little unfair when I say 3 minutes and 40 seconds because the first touchdown
right.
was they were on like the 8-yard line when I looked at the clock.
We made Kyle Pitts look like prime Gronk.
We made Kirk Cousins look as good as he was maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
We always do that, though. His stats
What-
against
what-
he averages like 350 yards against us.
Why don't we make adjustments? Just go look at the Cousins
Because Todd
film.
Bowles is too busy blaming everybody on the team.
Well, let's come back to that in a second. Baker has not played well since week 6. The offense was okay for most of the game against the Falcons, but the defense, I think we may have, right now, based on last week's games, because everybody played last week, right? I mean, there were no bye weeks last week. our defense is the worst. We're 32nd defense. Just the eye test. I'm not looking at any stats or anything like that, but we couldn't stop Cousins or Pitts or Bijan Robinson, and they didn't have Drake London.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
We're
They-
horrible.
And what's his name? Sills? He dropped a wide open touchdown too.
Yeah.
Earlier in the game.
Because they would have only
So,
been
yeah.
down a touchdown if he had caught that.
Yeah.
I had this moment that lasted a couple of days, maybe longer than a couple of days, where I'm like, I don't think I'm going to watch them play the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They're that
apathetic.
bad.
I'm apathetic.
We're still in the driver's seat too, which is crazy.
We shouldn't be.
We shouldn't be. This is a bigger collapse than Philly had 2 years ago.
When I saw, I obviously saw that on Thursday, but then when I saw Carolina lose, I immediately thought about you guys and you mainly what you said about, did you want Tampa to limp into the playoffs and lose the first round game, or did you want Carolina to win the division so that you guys get a better draft pick? And I was like, Carolina had the chance to help you with the draft pick, and they blew it.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even care about the draft pick. It's just whoever gets Bowles fired.
Right.
At this
You've
point,
said that
I'm just-
before, yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. I'm just tired of him.
I mean, for an NFL fan, to be a Steelers fan the last few years or a Tampa fan where you get the 4th seed because you're the worst record divisional winner, and you maybe win a game in the playoffs, but probably not, it's purgatory.
Yeah. Well, we're 0 for the last 5, right? Aren't we?
It's something like that.
Yeah, it's been since like 2018 or something since we won a playoff game.
It's
And we've been in
a bunch of them.
the playoffs the 5 of the last 7 years, but
0-5 in the playoffs.
yeah.
Yeah, y'all haven't been the same since, I guess, Big Ben left, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Or
you-
retired. Yeah. Last thing about Tampa last week, and Zach mentioned Bowles blaming everybody but himself. I don't mind him. I grew up, maybe this is an old school thing, you praise in public, you criticize in private. You want to have a rip-roaring, crush them in the locker room without the press in there?
Right.
Go nuts, man.
Yeah.
But you don't do it. You're blaming execution on all of those bad plays. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure there were some execution misses. I know there were. I mean, there were a couple plays where, and I love Winfield, but I'm like, what are you doing that far away from the guy who just caught the 25-yard pass? Like, there was nobody anywhere near you except that guy. You should be all over that guy. But most of it is his scheme, and he doesn't blitz nearly enough. He used to be known as a guy who went blitz crazy, and he doesn't seem to blitz anymore.
We don't generate any pressure, like, at all.
You're making your defensive backfield. You're putting them in an impossible position.
We have no pass rush.
I don't know what happened.
Period.
Cansey got hurt. Sure, that
Kansas
hurts.
hurt. Yeah.
But all of our DNs are healthy. Vea's healthy. What the heck's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And,
either.
and I
All
will
right.
say, I mean, Cousins is I saw those thing. He's tied with Stafford as the 3rd oldest quarterback because they were going through Rivers, now and then
Right,
Rodgers,
right,
and then
right.
Stafford and Cousins are 37. But you said it; they made him look like he was 31 again.
He hasn't looked that good
and-
in years.
And he's still a guy, though. I mean, like if you don't get pressure on him, he's going to complete some passes. So
Yeah, I think there's some backup quarterbacks that will look pretty good when
Right.
they have
Yeah.
no real pressure. I mean, is that the stat line, like 0 pressures for that game? You don't have to look it up.
I don't know, but that would be crazy. And it also wouldn't surprise me.
Or if we had pressures, like borderline pressures, and they gave us credit for it, kind of thing. All right, I didn't watch the Ravens-Bengals game. I thought the Bengals were going to win. I was
we all picked the Bengals, and then
Zach had eat the
Zach got
Ravens,
voluntold,
ironically.
yeah.
How did the Bengals score no points? Because the Ravens' defense is not that good.
I know Joe Burrow threw 2 picks. I know one happened in the red zone where Kyle Van Noy picked it off and then handed it to a DB.
No. What's the DB's name?
I don't know.
His last name's Gilman.
There you go. And he ran all the way back, scored.
Yeah, Zach and I were joking. That's the only time when Gilman's been handed the ball because he was faster than the guy who had the ball.
Joe Burrow just looks like he's like done.
Like he doesn't want to be in
So-
Cincinnati anymore.
So it's funny. I asked Jack about that. I was like, because the week before, I might have said it when we were here. I was impressed with him because he said I'm back, and I went like, why? Like somebody asked him, like we talked about, why would you come back? Right? You just got over turf toe. Why would you come back when you guys aren't doing that well? He goes, because I love the game and I want to play. It's a game for kids. Blah blah blah. And then the very next week, he's showing or talking about how unhappy he is in Cincinnati. And I think
And he's got a lot
just-
on his mind and blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Right.
Dude,
Whatever.
you're a multimillionaire who gets to play a game for a
Yes,
living.
exactly right. So I'm with John. I think now he's given up and he just wants to.
I think he's just done with the ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the Bengals are notoriously the cheapest franchise. He's never been above 22nd in the league not being sacked
Yeah, that's
because his
that's
offensive
awful.
line is so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really have anything to play for. Their defense is awful.
Yeah, if your O-line's bad and your defense is like well below average, you have no
Yeah, I
chance.
mean, you're really harping on the fact that you have to score 40 a game to win. And then even then, I mean, your defense is going to give up more than that.
Yeah, Burrow, if he stays in Cincinnati, and I don't think he will given what's happened the last couple of weeks, maybe the most horrible waste of talent at that, because he's one of the handful of just naturally good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck's in that conversation too.
Yeah, and he left after
Yeah, he was
some rough years in
27,
Indy.
28 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played 7 seasons.
Yeah, I saw one little thing. It had Burrow in 3 different uniforms. It was the Raiders, the Jets, and possibly the Steelers.
Well, I'm throwing Tampa's hat in the ring unofficially.
Okay.
Not that it has any influence over anything, but I'd love to have Burrow in Tampa.
Yeah.
Next game, Raiders are exactly who we thought they were, and it proves nothing about the Eagles
No, I
potentially
agree.
limping
Yep.
into the playoffs.
I agree.
Texans maybe the hottest team right now.
The exact opposite of what Zach said about y'all. Unfortunately, y'all's Bucks defense. Texans defense is off the hook right now.
Yeah, they're number one.
Yeah.
I forget the stats, just the eye
Yeah,
test. They're number
right.
one. Chargers Chiefs was actually a fun game. I hate Mahomes going out this season the way he did. And look, you guys have heard me talk a lot of trash about the Chiefs. Mahomes is a very good quarterback. I still think he's got some seasons that he'll do well. But having a torn ACL,
Yeah.
not many people come back from that and reach their previous level, except for Brady's the only one that pops in my head that went through something similar.
Yep.
The Chargers somehow keep winning despite having a pretty atrocious offensive line, which
Yep.
speaks to Herbert being a really good quarterback.
Yep.
Travis Kelce is, I hope I never meet him after I say this, he's going out like a spoiled punk. He's not doing press conferences. He's acting like a little baby.
Yeah.
Like that's how you want to retire?
Right.
Yeah, I want to.
Couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Yeah, I have lots of thoughts here that I won't share on a recording. All right, moving on to the Bills Patriots. Probably the most fun game to watch. So I want to get all 3 of your reactions. We'll start with Jack. Your reaction to that game?
I mean, the Patriots had it up. They were up big. It really seemed like their only offense in the second half came from that Travion Henderson run, and it was a broken play. Josh Allen is probably not going to win the MVP, but I think that he's the best player in the NFL right now.
He's the most talented player. I don't think there's any question.
So I still think Matthew Stafford's going to win it. I mean, his metrics are he's second in passing yards and he leads the league in touchdown passes. But I think Josh Allen is the most gifted person in the league right now, and I think that they can make a run, and probably go to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to pick who's going to make it out of the AFC, well, actually, we'll end with that. Let's make predictions about who's going to be in the Super Bowl, and then and we can also say who we think will win it out of the 2 that we put in. Zach, thoughts on that game? 'Cause you and I watched part of that game, right?
Yeah, well, sort of. I was at a friend's house.
Yeah, we weren't together, but you
Yeah,
had to have watched.
I agree with everything he said, but I also want to add that I think the Patriots are a lot better than at least you thought they were.
They
'Cause
are.
I remember you
they
telling
are,
me about.
I said something about a paper tiger at one point.
Yeah,
They're good.
I
They're legitimately
think they've
good.
proven themselves. It was kind of a second half collapse from them. They were up 21-0, and then I guess had 35-10 put up on them at the end of the game. But
That was the first time they had some real competition in a close game in a while.
yeah. But I think that they proved that they're able to hang with the more experienced football teams.
There's nothing better than watching a kid from Virginia rip off 2 long runs.
Exactly.
I don't care who he plays for.
Agreed.
Especially when he's on your fantasy team.
That's the only fantasy mention you get tonight. All right,
My thing, I'll
Rob,
just say with
hit me with
Zach.
that.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to say tale of 2 halves. I mean, the Bills got it going right there at the end of the first half when they scored that touchdown. So, and then, I think they were punt, and then they were touchdown. And then, of course, just like I love how good, overall, I know he started off hotter and he's cooled off a little bit, but I think that's due to Baker. Of course, I love the fact that Ibuka is doing so great this year, and then I just can't be happier for Trevian. Not only being, like you said, a Virginia kid, but he was a Buckeye too, and
Yeah.
he's just kind of picking up from where he left off. During his college career, I think they said both those runs he reached like 21.2 miles per hour or something.
21.3 on the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to be caught. I mean, if he gets out in front, he might be, but there's very few people in the league that can catch him once he gets out in front.
He's got elite speed.
Yeah.
He's one of 4 or 5 running backs that once he gets around the corner,
Yes, right.
you see you later.
You're gone. Yeah.
Unless there's some freaky DB that's
Right.
on the team that
Yeah.
is a little bit faster.
And also agree. I think the Patriots, I think they can play with anybody. They kind of think they've shown that in a couple games, and it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out.
How disgusted do you have to be if you're in that division to watch Brady for 20 years do what he did, and then Drake May looks like the second coming of Brady?
Yeah.
He looks
And
like
he's-
it too.
Yeah, he
Like,
does.
physically.
Yeah, it's
Right.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is weird.
Very
Yeah.
weird. All right, enough about the Bills and Patriots.
Yes.
I'm kind of rooting for the Bills because they've never won one. But that's the only reason.
Right. Me too.
All right, Jaguars Jets, not a close game. Jets stink. They're competing with the Browns and the Raiders for the worst team, right?
They might have a worse defense than us,
Who?
the Jets.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I don't know. They made Trevor Lawrence look.
Well, so that's the question. We'll go in reverse order. We'll start with Rob and then go to Zach, then Jack. Are the Jaguars a pretender once they get into the playoffs, or are they going to be really tough to beat in the playoffs? I don't know what to make of
I
them.
think
And
they're a
we're
pretender.
starting here.
Sorry.
It's all good.
You already said pretender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go pretender or world beater. I think I heard a lot of commentary about Lawrence that he seems, at least for the last 5 or 6 games, like he's playing like they've always expected him to play. He's definitely playing at a higher level right now than he was at the beginning of the season.
How's it taking him so long?
That's a good point. I don't know if it was something in his head or if it was coaching or what the deal was, but he's playing well right now, and I think that they will probably lose first round, but I think they'll be a tough out in the playoffs. So
Yeah. So and my question's not world beater. It's pretender
Understood.
or
Yeah.
tough in the playoffs.
right, yeah, I would, yeah,
Like I don't think anybody's going to beat them by 2 scores
no,
at any point in the playoffs,
right,
regardless of how far they go.
yeah.
Zach, you said pretender. Why do you say pretender?
Because I'm looking at their schedule now, and they haven't beaten anybody good. I mean, they beat the Niners in Week 4, but that was forever ago. And Tampa beat the Niners, so who cares?
So anybody Tampa beat clearly
Sucks.
stinks. Like
Yeah,
the Seahawks.
They
with
beat
3 losses.
the Texans in Week 3, but that was back when Tampa also beat the Texans around that time. And who cares? They
Tampa started off 0-3. I mean, Texas did.
Yeah, they beat the Raiders recently. They lost to the Texans. They did beat the Chargers, like handily, to 35-6.
That's what I'm talking about.
But then they went to OT with the Cardinals. They went to OT with the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
I mean, I don't know.
It's like who's going to show up,
Right.
almost
Yeah,
kind of deal. Like one of those teams this year, which are several.
All right, Jack, anything to add to the
I just have to go pretender in the AFC because of what the wild card's looking like. Like if it were playoffs next weekend, they'd be playing the Bills, and I think that the Bills beat them.
I think the Bills beat them by 10 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think just because of what the wild card looks like, and the 3 teams like the Chargers, the Bills, and the Texans, I think all 3 of them would beat
Yeah.
Houston or beat Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. All right, next game, Commanders, Giants, who cares? Browns, Bears, who cares? But the Bears, I want to ask the same question about the Bears, but I'm going to skip it and maybe we'll talk about it next week.
Yep.
Saints, Panthers. I'm first time in a long time I've been happy with the Saints. Are the Lions just fading and going to be a dud even if they eke into the playoffs? We'll start with Zach.
I don't know.
I don't know what to make. I don't know what to do with them either.
I have no idea.
I think they're better than their record shows, but I watch them. I'm like, maybe they are what the record says they are.
They have one of the top offenses. I think they have the second most points scored throughout
Okay.
the season, or third most maybe. It's got to be a defense thing then.
I don't know enough about their defense because
don't
their
either.
offense is fun to watch and they obviously are really productive. Jack, maybe you know more than Zach and I do.
I think it's a secondary issue for them. I mean, Puka carved him. I think he had like 12 receptions for 180 something. So I think it's kind of a secondary issue. Their front four solid, not great. The linebackers are really good. I don't think that that's a problem with the offense. Their offense can score. I think if you scheme the right way and you're able to shut down some of the passing attack, then I think it's just it makes your life way easier with them.
Yeah.
Or the run. I mean, you can kind of go either way. If you shut down Gibbs and Montgomery and make them pass, you're going to be in a much better spot to beat them every week.
Yeah. The Lions, only other thing I'd add to that, and then Rob, I'll pivot to you. Goff seems to be more bothered than the average quarterback by pressure in his face. When those two interior defensive linemen make a real push, he freaks out. The playoff game they lost, he turned the ball over 5 times. And it's because I can't remember who they played, but they were definitely putting pressure in his face.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I would just say ditto to everything, and the only thing I'll add is the difference you just asked about the Jaguars. I would not want to play the Lions in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, because they can put up 40-plus on
Yeah.
you pretty easily.
Yeah.
And, of course, they played a team that can also put up 40-plus
Right,
this
yeah.
week. And I think the Rams are they're going to be trouble for everybody in the NFC.
Agreed.
All right, the Colts-Seahawks game. I thought Rivers might have been harmed so badly that he was going to be hospitalized for a week. He fell down on the logo. He slipped on the logo, and I'm like, he may not get up.
Right.
Even after they touch him, he may not get up. But he actually got up before he was touched and picked up. He actually didn't gain any yards in terms of first and whatever, but he did.
He lost 2 instead of 6.
Right. He made it 4 yards better by getting up.
Right.
I watched most of that game just because I was intrigued by a guy who hadn't played since 2020
Yeah.
at that position,
Right.
or any position for that matter. So is Rivers kind of this fun revelation that hits the NFL this late in the season, and maybe they go in the playoffs, and maybe Rivers can win a playoff game kind of thing? And by the way, the Seahawks, their record would say they should have crushed the Colts with Rivers playing
Should have.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about Rivers or just that game generally? Because the Seahawks didn't score a touchdown.
Right. I mean, I think it's neat that that he's back. I didn't get to watch any of it, and I didn't think I was going to watch it because I thought Seattle would beat them 31-12 or 10 or something,
Right.
But so I didn't think about watching it. But it's a neat story, and again, like I said, they're propping things up about the oldest quarterbacks and who's playing now and stuff like that, and so it's crazy.
If Rivers could legitimately play, I mean, he looked like an older guy, but I don't know why he retired as early as he did.
Yeah, who knows?
Is he the first grandfather to play in the NFL? Probably not, but maybe at quarterback.
Maybe at quarterback, yeah. So
Yeah,
they had a ton of kids, right? I mean, he got
He has-
married really
he has
young.
10.
10 kids. Yeah,
10
that's
children.
Crazy.
Yes, it is. All right, Broncos Packers. Broncos may be one of the top 2 teams in the AFC. If you're saying Bills are the looking the best right now,
Yeah.
I think Broncos and the Pats are probably
I was gonna say,
the conversation.
Yeah.
I think the Pats are more convincing to
Well,
me.
the Broncos I think have had a slightly tougher schedule and they have one less loss or one more win.
They definitely have a tougher schedule, but the bad teams that they are playing, they're not winning convincingly. At
Yeah.
least not to me.
Fair enough.
And then, of course, with that game, I mean, now the big talk after that was, I mean, there was apparently talk that Green Bay, would they be able to make a Super Bowl run? And now everybody's saying that they won't be able to do it because of what happened to Parsons.
Yeah, I think the Packers are
So,
done.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
And it wasn't- and it-
I was kind of rooting for him too.
Yeah. And it was interesting, just the talk about it was that, of course, he's who he is, but it was the fact of how good he makes everybody around him. And now they're not going to be able to rely on that, and they would have to have, like, some people majorly step up to
Yeah,
get even close to where they were. So,
that's a problem for them.
yes, agreed.
49ers Titans. 49ers are maybe going to do some damage in the playoffs. Titans are horrible. If I didn't mention them in the bottom of the league earlier, I should have. But you guys have any thoughts about that? Otherwise, I'll skip it. Okay.
Nope.
Vikings Cowboys. I'm glad the Cowboys lost another game. It always makes me happy when they lose a game, unless they're playing the Chiefs or the Commanders.
A surprise there.
All right, you guys take it away. The Dolls can talk about the Steelers-Dolphins game.
Go ahead if you want.
Definitely a slow start to the game. Defensively, I think we looked really, really good. I think we're starting to fly around, which is nice to see.
And the Dolphins have been playing well on offense
Yeah.
lately too.
Yeah.
So they were playing well. I think we held them to negative 20 yards in the third quarter.
Yep.
So came out
Wow.
really well. And then we scored 4 touchdowns on 4 consecutive drives because Rodgers started throwing the ball downfield. We started opening it up a little bit more. So I think we're playing good ball. I don't know about what's going to happen this weekend because the lines are so inconsistent. But I think we're set up pretty nice for the final 2 games against the Browns and the Ravens.
Yeah, the Browns is almost a guaranteed win, and Ravens. I mean, I think you guys will be favored, but it should be a close game.
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, there it is. Zach, you want to take us through the games? I think we're starting with Jack this time, which means whatever. You're going in order from whatever you see online. No,
Oh, I've already got it written down.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm gonna have to start tracking you when you know when you have to eat. What games? I'm kidding.
All right. First game is Rams at Seahawks.
Ooh, it's a fun Thursday night game.
I'm going to go with the Rams based off the way they've been playing and based off Seattle playing iffy last week.
Yeah, definitely iffy.
I'll go with Rams.
Man, I agree with your reasoning there. I just Seahawks at home this late in the season. They've only lost 3 times. They did look bad against the Colts. I'm going to take the Seahawks. It's my gift to my son.
I was actually
Leaning Seahawks anyway.
kind of leaning Seattle.
Do you want me to take the Rams and so you eat the Seahawks and it'll be fun to say you had to take a 3-loss team?
If you want to swap, sure.
You've already picked them.
No,
You pulled that on me 3 weeks ago.
Was it once the other person's spoken or before the round's
I'm
over?
totally kidding.
Wait a minute, we're in my basement. I get to make the rules up however I want.
So who are you taking?
I'm going to take the Rams.
Taking the Rams?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Seahawks because I think they're. Well, I guess I have. to,
Actually, I'm
but-
changing back to my original pick because I got to beat Jack and Rob this season.
God.
All right, final answer.
Final answer is Seahawks.
All right. Philly at Washington.
This is you, Rob.
Yeah, I got to go with Philly.
I got to go with Philly too.
Yeah, it's Philly.
Jack eats the Commanders.
Green Bay without Parsons at Chicago.
Ooh.
I think if Micah was healthy, this would be a really tough call, but I think the Bears.
I'm gonna agree. I think Chicago's on a hot streak.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bears based off of the way they played in Green Bay. I thought it was much closer than it should have been. So I'll take the Bears at home.
Yeah, the Bears have done two things that they weren't doing last year. They're winning more close games than they lose, and when they should blow people out, they actually blow them out.
Yeah. Chargers at Dallas. I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I'm about to eat the Cowboys, I think.
I'll take Dallas to bounce back.
Uh-oh. So I get to pick whatever I want here.
I don't like the Chargers offense without their tackles.
Yeah, I don't know how they've won as many games as they have.
Yeah.
Tough call, Rob.
I'm going with Dallas.
Now remember, you two are tied for first. You're going to have to differentiate yourselves a little bit.
Okay. Well, we've got 2 out of 4 different so far.
Oh,
so.
nice. Okay. I'm going to go Chargers. That pains me.
Hey, you did it so you guys can catch up, so you're good.
That's right. Good point.
All right. Minnesota at the New York Giants.
I'll go Minnesota based off the way they played last week.
I think we're all going to go Minnesota, and Zach has to eat the Giants. Is that fair?
Yep.
All right. Cincinnati at Miami.
Ooh. I don't know who's going to show up for Cincinnati. This
I
is,
know. I'm going with Miami just because they did start to play a little bit better at the end of the game last night.
I think somebody's going to talk to Burrow, tell him to stop pounding, get out there and play a game, go enjoy yourself, throw 5 touchdown passes. I think the Bengals win. And I'm being different than Rob.
I don't think that that's going to happen, and I will take Miami.
Yeah, y'all are probably right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bengals to bounce back.
Nice.
All right. Tampa Bay at Carolina.
I have to start this.
Yup.
I'm going to do what I was doing early in the season and take the Panthers. If the Panthers win, I'm right. If they lose, my team wins. And actually, I think I would take the Panthers anyway because that's how bad the Bucs have looked the last 2 months.
Yeah. I feel like I just have to stick with what I've been doing all season and take Tampa.
That's why you're 57%.
That's the least excited I've ever been to take Tampa, but whatever.
I'm gonna take Tampa to bounce back.
I've been
I
waiting,
didn't-
I've
I
been
didn't-
waiting 2 weeks for them. 2 months for them to
Yeah,
bounce back.
I didn't like the way that the Panthers ended that game. I thought that they just didn't look great. I think Tampa Bay probably gets a 4th down stop at some point because Carolina goes for so many 4th downs. So at some point it's going to run out on them like it did last week.
And we're playing against our OC from 2 seasons ago, too, as the
Go on,
head
Tampa.
coach. Oh, okay, nice. Did you do that for me? So
A
would it
little
be
bit.
different again?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, nice. Ooh, I get to eat the Saints or the Jets here.
Yep. Jets at Saints. I will start with New Orleans.
Yeah, I'll go Saints.
I am. I still have faith. I'm going to go with the Jets.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go Saints because Saints the last couple of weeks look like a different team. Their defense is actually good.
I've been making some dumb picks lately. But anyway.
The Saints defense, they're a legitimate defense.
Buffalo at Cleveland.
Oh my God, who is this?
Jack,
Jack.
Rob, and I take the Bills, and you eat the Browns. Sorry, Zach.
It's fine. All
Ooh.
right.
This is not a slam dunk, this next one.
KC at Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll still go KC.
Who's the backup for Casey?
Minshew.
Minshew.
And he actually looked pretty good until that interception.
Yeah.
I will say, you said it earlier. I totally agree with you. I don't like Kelsey, and he's a punk, and I think he should be more like his brother because he seemed like he was actually a decent dude most of the time. But I actually did like when Minshew came in, the first person to greet him on the field was Kelsey. And he threw his passes to Kelsey, got open the very first one. And it's kind of like it looked like he went up to his helmet and said, I got you, let's do this, or something like that.
Yeah,
so I
saw
did
that
respect
too.
that as a
Yeah.
teammate, you know. But then Minshew tried to force it to him on the interception, and that's what the downfall. But
Yeah, I mean, Minshew, every quarterback's thrown a bad pass like that. But
Yes.
We'll see if he knocks some of the rust off between now and that game. And I'm going to go Titans. Mostly to be different than Rob.
I'm going to go Titans partially because I need to be different. And also, I don't know, I'm just feeling them this game.
All right, nice. Bye.
I'll take KC. I don't know how. I think their defense will step up for Mahomes and the team as a whole.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're eliminated from the playoffs. We'll see what kind of motivation. By the way, I'm a big Chris Jones fan. I don't know anything about the guy personally, but he's been a really strong force of that team for a while now. Him lining up all sides towards the end of the game didn't make any sense to me. Like that's you figure that out in like 9th grade of high school.
yes, right.
Yeah, it's bummer. All right, this next. Sorry, Zach. Go ahead. You got the
No,
next
you're
game.
fine. Jacksonville at Denver.
I'm going to go Denver only because Denver's at home, and I just don't know what Jaguars team is going to show up, and Denver's very consistent.
I'm also taking Denver.
Yeah, I'll go Denver as well.
Okay, I'm eating Jacks.
It's a pretty good record.
That's a good eat.
Yeah.
All right. Atlanta at Arizona. Man.
This is the least excited any of us have been about any game, maybe.
Right.
I'll take Atlanta, I guess, if I have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Atlanta.
I'm going Zona.
Damn it. Now I have to think. Oh, man. Brissett's a good backup. He's played decently. They haven't won a lot of games with him in there, but their team has bigger problems than just a backup quarterback playing. I'm going Falcons entirely because Rob said Zona.
All right, Vegas at Houston.
I think this is everybody takes Texans and Zach eats the Raiders.
Sounds good. All right, Pittsburgh at Detroit.
Ooh. Oh. What's Rob going to do here? You so badly want to say Steelers right now.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna do that because that's what we do for our favorite teams.
unless you're
pick Carolina to beat them.
unless you're me. Yeah, I'll take the Lions. I think this should be a really good game, actually.
I think so.
I think it'll be closer than people think, but I'm going to take Detroit.
I'll take Pitt.
All right, New England at Baltimore.
And this is
You.
me. Patriots, I think, almost have a lock on the division. I mean, mathematically they're not a lock, but they're
If
still.
they had beaten Buffalo, they would have won the division.
But they're two. Yeah, so they're 2 games up now, right?
One game.
They're only 1 game up with
Yeah,
three
they're-
with 3 to go.
Yes. I think
Yes.
so.
It's 10 and yeah.
So the Patriots are a better team. They both have reasons to play really hard, so I'll take the Patriots.
I'm going to go with the Patriots as well.
I will also take the Patriots.
It's not a bad
God.
team to be stuck with.
Yeah, but I hate them so much. Why? I don't want to do that.
Zach and I had to take the Saints a couple times.
All right, San Fran at Indianapolis. I'm going to take San Fran. Sorry, Phillip Rivers.
I will also take San Fran.
I'm taking a 44-year-old quarterback in the last pick for this week.
You got him, baby.
Can we swap in
I mean,
Brady?
he almost beat a better team.
Yeah.
Seattle,
No, I know.
so-
Why? Yeah, the Indy's defense played inspired football.
Yeah.
All right,
And
so
that's it.
I'm eating the Colts. Great. All right, cool. Jack, any fun picks for what should be a really good game Thursday night?
I would probably take something with Puka Nacua, although he is coming off injury. I'd stay away from Devontae Adams.
Because he's probably not playing.
They said that I just saw an article. They said that they're going to give him every chance to play. I don't know why you would play Devontae Adams with a hamstring injury when the playoffs are
4
coming
days after he injured it?
up. I agree. I think that's terrible.
I think they're just saying that just so that they have to spend some of
agree.
their mind share on that.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I think it's going to be a shootout. Although both defenses are good, I still think that the offenses are just better.
Yeah.
So Jackson Smith and Jigba yards or catches. I mean, you can't go wrong with him or Puka.
He's having an amazing season.
Yeah, both of them. So
Yeah, they're probably the 2 best receivers this
yeah.
year. Yeah.
And then I mean, both quarterbacks are going to throw for a touchdown. Each running back's probably going to run for one. I just think it's going to be a really high-scoring game.
So you can almost the players that have been playing well assume they'll play well in this game.
I
and
agree.
You can put together
Well, because
a
the
good
division's
ball.
on the line.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be balling out.
Yeah, so I think the winner. I think Seattle's down a game. I might be wrong, but they're at home. They're going to come out and play. They want to take lead on the division, get home field advantage. So I think it's going to be a good game, high score.
Do they have the same record, but LA beat them earlier, or is LA 1 game up?
They are both 11-3,
Okay,
and LA did
but
beat
LA
them
has the
earlier
so
in
they have the
season.
tiebreaker. Yeah,
Yeah, so the season ended today. LA would win the
And
division.
San Fran is 10-4.
yeah,
Which-
they're only
which
1
is
game
crazy.
behind.
Yeah.
We've beaten 3 out of the 4 teams in the NFC West, and that's arguably the best division,
Yeah.
with the NFC North being the other one that's in the discussion.
They're 32-10 combined.
Yeah, I was about to say that's 32-10 between those 3 teams. That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Yeah,
It's like the NFC North last year.
Or like the NFC South every year. I don't know what you're laughing at, Rob. I hope. Is it possible for the division winner to be 7-10 out of the NFC South? It's not possible because we play them twice,
Yeah.
and Atlanta and New Orleans are effectively out of it. All right, let's end with who's going to represent the AFC. Go around, start with Zach, and then we'll do the NFC.
I'm going to take Buffalo because the boogeyman is gone.
Brady, who's
No,
the boogeyman?
Kansas City.
Oh yeah, the team they could never seem to beat in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Buffalo because you're talking about no Lamar, no Mahomes. So I think it's kind of now or never for them. They've had 8 years, so I think it's like a do or die moment for McDermott and that team as a whole.
yeah, I can't disagree. I mean, Buffalo's looking the best right now, and Josh Allen is Josh Allen. And I just-
He's almost otherworldly.
yeah, I just wouldn't put anything past the guy. I mean, even for him to do what he did this past weekend. I mean, you could tell he put them on their back. Certainly, their defense stepped up, when they needed to as well. But yeah, Buffalo.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I think the only reason I'm not seriously considering the Pats or the Broncos, and we may look back at this and say maybe we should have given them more consideration, but both those teams have second-year quarterbacks that have never played in the playoffs.
Right.
I'm not sure how much faith I can put in either one of them.
Yeah.
And by the way, they're both well coached, and I hate saying that because I'm not a Sean Payton fan, but they're both very well coached teams.
I think Houston could make a run as well.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I was about to say they're the only ones I can see giving Buffalo any trouble right now, and that's just, Stroud's made a good comeback. They got, their offense is decent, but their defense is just so good.
Their defense is ridiculous. Nico Collins is one of the top receivers in the league, too.
The pressure they're getting on quarterbacks, then the flip side of that is Josh is so good at getting out of pressure situations. So they'd be a great matchup in an AFC championship.
I don't know what to make of the Bills once you get past Allen, Cook, and their tight ends. Those guys, you're like, oh yeah, they're helping their teams out because they're really good.
He said that before. Their receivers
they can't beat
they
man.
can't separate.
Yeah,
they just cannot separate. You saw all throughout the Houston game. That's why Josh Allen got sacked like 8 times in the game, because their receivers cannot beat man-to-man coverage.
Good man-to-man coverage for sure.
Yeah.
And which makes Josh Allen even more incredible that they're playing as well as they do. Do they have anybody on defense that scares other teams though? So Josh Allen with some help on offense, but not a ton, and a defense that's bland, average at best.
Yeah, I was going to say Midland, but Jack, do you know anything about how their defense ranks?
Their D line's solid. Joey Bosa's there, so you have veteran leadership. Their secondary's solid, not great. Good linebackers. I know that they've been hurt for a long time this year. That's why they didn't play great defensively to start. They got some help back. But yeah, I think they're just going to have to win games and shootouts, honestly. I think that's probably their best bet. Because I think Houston puts up 24 easily with Stroud back there. But I don't think that they give up 24 to Buffalo regardless.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the problem that they're going to run into. They're going to have to scheme really, really well to get these receivers open, because they just can't beat man.
It's going to have to be some quick hitters.
Yeah, Buffalo, to Jack's points, maybe Buffalo doesn't make it to the Super Bowl if they have to go through Houston to do it.
Maybe.
Because Houston made them look bad.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah,
and that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I think obviously we've seen them beat New England in New England, and if they play in New England again, I don't think that they're down 21.
Right.
I think that they can beat Denver. Obviously, that's going to be a shootout type of game. Denver's similar to Houston. I do think Houston has a better defense, maybe not statistically, but the way that they're playing right now.
They scare you more.
Yeah. Every level has someone.
Or two someones.
Yeah. And so I think Buffalo would beat Denver in Denver, but would have a difficult time playing Houston regardless of where it is.
Yeah. Yeah, defense travels, right? All right, we'll go in reverse order for the NFC. I don't think you obviously can't look to the NFC South or the NFC East. I don't think the Eagles have a chance in hell. I think there are 5 or 6 teams out of the West and the North that are better than Philly. I think the Rams are the class of the NFC West, and we just talked about how good San Fran and Seattle have been, and the records would support that. The NFC North, I still don't know what to make. I think Green Bay's done. Even if they eke into the playoffs, I don't think they're going to do anything. The Lions, I guess they could get on a 4-game hot streak with that offense, but that would be unusual. And the Bears don't strike me as a team that's going to do much, so I'm going to go with the Rams.
You want me next?
Yep, reverse order.
I agree with everything you said. I think it'll come out of the West. Honestly, I don't know why. It could really be any of those 3. I agree with you that LA is definitely they're the top dog right now. I can't wait for that game on Thursday. I think on paper that should just be awesome. So and I know they beat them once before, but I guess I'd have to go with LA just the way everybody's looking right now. but somehow it won't surprise me if the Seahawks are there. And I don't know why. I still have this thing about Detroit. I don't know why, but
No, I mean, they've got an offense that can take over games.
yeah,
It just depends on the matchups.
right. Yeah. But I'll go with LA Rams overall.
I'm going to go with the Rams. The way that they played against Detroit, I thought they looked very, very good. So I'm going to take them to come out regardless of what happens this weekend. Because they've shown that they can play on the road and at home. So I'm not too worried about them traveling compared to some of the other teams in that area. Like, and they showed it last year against Philly. They barely lost in the snow. They're the type of defense from warm weather that travels, unlike like a Miami. They don't show up. Tua doesn't show up. He's 0-15 in games under 40.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like their defense can travel. They want to play. They remember that they're an NFL team. They have to play outdoors sometimes, and they're always going to show up.
I agree with everything you said. It reminded me of when Tampa Bay was in the NFC Central, and the other 4 teams are the current NFC North teams. And so you played each team, I think, twice back then, even though there were 5 teams in the division. And that meant they had to play. Detroit had the dome. Green Bay obviously was outside. Chicago was outside, and Minnesota did not have a dome back in the day. So
Right.
they played 3 cold weather games every year.
And they were from Tampa, yeah.
They went. I don't remember the number, but it's something ridiculous. When the weather was below 32, they were
Yeah.
0 and whatever.
Yeah,
Something
probably
crazy.
like Tua.
Yeah,
0-15.
very similar. All right, Zach, you're going to be different than us.
I think so.
Uh-oh.
Just because I think it heavily depends on who wins tomorrow.
Or Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep.
Because they'll have the 1 seed, I guess, from that point forward, assuming they win the rest of their games. And technically, I picked Seattle. So I feel like I have to go with Seattle.
You picked Seattle to win the game Thursday night.
Yes, I did. So did you, actually.
You trust Darnold? I was only doing it because Rob and Jack said L.A.
More than Stafford, no, but it's a team game. So
Yeah, I mean,
Wesley's
we'll
going to
see.
be very happy
I don't know.
with Zach's pick.
yeah.
Wesley's favorite team is Seahawks. So he'll
Sport,
be very happy.
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee
yeah,
Sport,
okay.
Wesley, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I like you being different. We're going to start with Jack, and we're going to ping pong to me, then to Zach, and then we'll end with Rob. Jack, you have the Rams and Bills. Who wins that game?
I'll go the Rams.
I'm going to say the Rams as well.
Bills.
Bills.
Wow. I did not see that coming. Okay. I think the Rams are the best team in football, and I think they have been all season.
Yeah. I think that would be as much like as we hated the matchup for the Super Bowl last year. If it was the Bills and the Rams or the Bills and the Seahawks, but really the Bills and the Rams, I think there'd be a lot of excitement around that game. I think people would be, whether they're fans or not, would be, hey, this is going to be a great Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it could be like a 49-45 game, or
Yeah.
or it could be a 24 to
21-17.
21.
Right, yeah.
I think I have a slight preference for the Seahawks Bills because one of those teams would win a Super Bowl, and that'd be the first time for
There you go.
either
That'd
one
be
of those
cool.
franchises.
Seahawks.
Oh, the Seahawks won with Wilson one time. They went twice and they won
That's
once. So
right,
never
yeah.
mind. Forget everything I said.
It's been a while.
All right, I'm going to
The
go.
Rams was like 4 years ago.
All right, so I've already lost myself. You said Rams, Jack?
Yep.
Yeah, we both said Bills.
Yeah.
Rams, Bills.
Yeah. We went through all 4, and I was going back to Jack, who started it.
There you go. Good
Yeah, so
job.
it must be after 9 o'clock. And it is. All right, cool. Any fun facts from this week?
Pittsburgh makes it 23 in a row on Monday night.
23 in a row.
Wins.
You guys have won 23 Monday night football games in a row?
Isn't
Wow.
it? Right? Check it. I'm pretty sure there was some stat.
The answer is either going to be 23 or 3.
You got it, Zach?
I'm currently looking it up right now.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah, you're right. 23 consecutive home games.
Home, sorry. On Monday
Football.
night. My
On
bad.
Monday night,
Home.
okay.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
by the way, Zach, all my kids have watched me Google things. They're like, Dad, why are you putting so many words in Google? I'm like, because I'm old school, man.
That's right.
I write in sentences.
We have to spell it out.
Yeah. All right. Good times. All right. Well, thanks for
All
coming
right,
over.
sorry. I
tonight,
missed
fellas.
that home part, but it's still pretty impressive.
Yeah.
If you enjoy this episode, please subscribe to wherever you listen to podcasts. We'd also really appreciate if you'd rate and review us. You can find us at scodupodcast.com.